You wake up alone, freezing, surrounded by endless wilderness. Your head is bleeding. Your phone has no signal. And then, the realization hits you. Nobody knows where you are. Not your family, not your friends, not even emergency services. Somewhere beyond the trees, the world continues normally. Completely unaware, you may already be dying. Most people imagine survival as courage against nature. But real survival begins with psychology. Because in the first hour, your greatest enemy is not hunger or cold or predators. It's panic. Studies on survival psychology show humans make catastrophic decisions when fear overrides logic. Lost hikers often run instead of conserving energy. They abandon shelter, searching for shortcuts that don't exist. Some walk in circles for hours without realizing it. Your brain was never designed for total isolation. Especially not silence like this. No traffic, no voices. Just wind moving through trees, like whispers you can't understand.
You check your phone again. 1% battery. No signal. Then, darkness begins to fall. The first night is where survival becomes psychological horror. Human beings are deeply dependent on light, sound, and social contact for emotional stability. Remove all three, and the brain starts changing frighteningly fast. Every sound becomes a threat. A branch snapping nearby feels like death approaching. Your imagination becomes more dangerous than the wilderness itself. Experts studying isolation have found that extreme loneliness can distort perception within hours. You start hearing things. Footsteps. Voices. Movement in the darkness. Even when nothing is there. And somewhere far away, your family still thinks you're safe.
By the first 24 hours, dehydration becomes a serious threat. Without water, the human body begins deteriorating rapidly. Headaches intensify, muscles weaken, decision-making starts collapsing. This is where many lost people make fatal mistakes. Instead of staying near their last known location, they keep moving. They believe rescue is just over the next hill. But every step usually takes them farther from survival. Modern search and rescue teams rely heavily on last known positions, phone data, GPS traces, and predictable movement patterns. But if nobody knows where you went, those systems fail almost immediately. Dense forests block satellite visibility. Mountains interfere with signals. Weather destroys thermal detection. And after enough time passes, search areas become impossibly large. You are no longer a person. You become a probability.
The third day is where the body and mind begin turning against each other. Your lips crack from dehydration. Your stomach cramps violently. Sleep deprivation begins creating hallucinations. You start talking to yourself just to hear another human voice. Silence becomes physically painful. Then comes the terrifying emotional shift. Hope starts collapsing. Survival experts describe hope as a biological resource. Once it disappears, the body often follows. People stop building shelter, stop searching for water, stop trying. Some survivors who were eventually rescued admitted they simply laid down, waiting to die.
Meanwhile, your disappearance slowly becomes noticed. Friends send unanswered messages,
Family members begin calling repeatedly. Authorities launch missing person reports. Search teams organize drones, dogs, helicopters, and thermal imaging. But the wilderness is far larger than most people understand. In remote mountain regions or forests, a human body can disappear within meters of dense terrain. Rescuers may walk past you without ever seeing you. Rain erases footprints, wind buries evidence. Nature quietly removes all signs you were ever there. By the first week, starvation begins accelerating physical collapse. Your body burns through fat reserves. Muscles weaken drastically. Body temperature regulation starts failing. Hypothermia becomes terrifyingly possible, even in temperatures that don't feel freezing. Many hypothermia victims don't even realize they're dying. Confusion increases. Some begin removing clothing due to neurological malfunction. Others wander aimlessly until exhaustion shuts the body down. And through all of it, the worst pain may not be physical. It's the feeling of being forgotten. The human brain is built for connection. Total isolation can break even healthy minds. Days without conversation distort time itself. Minutes feel endless. Nights feel eternal. You begin questioning reality. Did someone hear you scream? Did rescuers give up already? Would anyone ever find you? Thousands of missing persons around the world are never found. Some vanish in forests. Some disappear at sea. Some are lost in deserts, mountains, or frozen wilderness. And in many cases, the world never learns what happened to them. Nature does not announce death. It simply continues. Birds keep singing. Rivers keep flowing. Trees keep moving in the wind, as if you were never there at all. And maybe that's the deepest fear, hidden inside every human being. Not pain, not death, but disappearing without anyone knowing where you went. Alone beneath an endless sky, waiting for footsteps that may never come. Like and subscribe to What If Verse for more terrifying what if scenarios.